Welcome to Bad Ping, the official podcast of CyberTwits. My name is Ethan, and today I'm here with Matt.
Yo!
And Laura.
Hey.
And today we have three special guests from the non-professionals. They are a gaming channel. I'm on Twitch. And
Talk about special.
Fuck you.
Great.
All right, so we have a Nerd Gamer Panda.
Hello.
Morgana Gamer 3.
Yeah.
And Jemmog.
Hey there.
Jimzog. Mog Jim.
Jemmog.
Jemmog.
Or Gem or Mog, whatever.
Yeah, just simple names. Yeah, so we decided because we don't have any ideas to kind of bring the three of you guys on board to maybe possibly kind of sort of not really bring excitement. I mean,
Yeah, actually,
Morgan's British.
yeah, that's
I'm
exciting.
Canadian.
That's exciting.
That's all the excitement we need. Canadian.
Fucking Brits.
Yeah.
He's British.
What's
Yay,
exciting
Brexit.
about Britain?
I mean,
Oh.
it's more exciting than Canada.
How many politics into this?
Britain is more exciting than Canada.
That's
You get that.
But Canadian has plastic money that smells like maple syrup.
Oh, we have
True.
plastic money now.
Canada
Yeah.
Canada
have
also
first.
has awesome wrestlers, so like they did that right.
Dude, I swear to
They also gave us Justin Bieber, but they also gave us Jim Carrey.
No,
So it
And
balances
Ryan
out.
Reynolds.
They gave us
And
Ryan
Ryan
Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds.
Like,
It's true.
that balances everything out.
yeah,
it-
but British is Tom Hiddleston and Tom Holland.
Oof.
Okay.
And
that's fair
David
enough.
Tennant. And
Oh yeah,
Freddie
Benedict
all
Mercury.
So
the
many others.
doctors.
Freddie Mercury.
Benedict Cucumber.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Cucumber.
Cumberbatch.
Benedict, come on the path.
Benedict Cumberbatch. Oh God.
Benedict will get his comeuppance.
The Queen.
I really like that one.
Yeah, no, honestly, the Queen is the shit. I fucking love the Queen, man.
I mean,
Yeah,
old.
she is very old.
Yeah, she is. She's very old. Please. By the way,
She's like
speaking of old,
102.
speaking of old, I have a segue here. So on Twitter, you know how when like a famous like celebrity dies, they have like RIP and then the name of the person or just the name of the person. That's been happening on Twitter like a lot lately because of everything that's been going on. And today, Alex Trebek was #1 trending, and I was so scared.
Oh God,
Yeah,
yeah,
because he's fighting cancer right now.
yep.
Please,
Yeah.
God, not Alex Trebek, please.
He's doing well, but he's not.
He's the
doing,
Jeopardy guy, right?
Like, yeah.
Yes, he's.
It's like
Yeah.
he's doing
Achievement
well,
Hunter
but
cursed him. They
yeah,
talked
did.
about him in a podcast, and he's gonna die.
But he's doing well from what I know. But it's stage 4. Like that's is what he got. They didn't catch it early at all. They caught it early enough to where he'll live for maybe a couple more years, but it's not. He's not gonna last much longer.
It's gonna be sad.
That will be sad. Same with Ozzy, who is not doing well at all either.
Oh yeah, Ozzy Osbourne's another person.
That's gonna be no one's.
Lord.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, honestly.
he's got-
Everyone's like, yeah, but honestly, makes sense.
He's got Parkinson's, so
Yeah,
He's been gone
Yeah.
going for a while. Ozzy
Yeah.
Osbourne. So
yeah.
Yeah, no, seriously surprised Ozzy shit didn't hit him earlier. Like the fact that it's now, that's insane itself.
yeah.
And I can't
Yeah,
believe
true.
people didn't hear of him before Post Malone.
Listen,
no, young people didn't hear of him before Post.
I
Yeah, young
hated so
people
many
did.
people
Hey,
that
hey,
I went
hey.
to high school with because
Hey.
of that.
Hey,
And I'm like,
Yeah.
Listen.
how?
listen,
No,
I will be
no, listen,
completely
how do you
honest.
not know how Ozzy Osbourne is?
No, I know. Trust me. And plus, I'm not one of those people who are just like I was born like in the wrong generation, but I definitely listened to Ozzy's music before he was on the album with Post Malone. I was so hyped when he was listed as a feature. I was like, hell yeah, Ozzy Osbourne. You
And it
know?
was
Yeah,
really
I
good
mean-
too.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, not like one of those people who are just like, who's Ozzy Osbourne? This
Most
old
of it,
guy?
a lot of that was fucking memes. But like,
Oh yeah.
come on, people.
Yeah.
The
Right.
ones who actually don't know who Ozzy
I'm
Osbourne.
pretty sure I
disappoint
learned
me.
about Ozzy Osbourne because of the Muppets.
That is awesome.
That's
That is the
Excellent.
weirdest way to learn about someone, I think.
and he was like doing a duet with Animal or something like that. It was great.
That sounds about right.
I learned about Ozzy fucking many years ago, and I don't even know what from. Like I just remember learning about a guy that bit a head off a bat, and I'm like, whoa, that's awesome.
Oh, you probably shouldn't bring that up right now, Matt.
But yeah, then China,
Right?
then China did it, and well, we're here.
That's not how this works. I hate that conspiracy theory so much.
Oh, it's funny.
Laura's so salty.
What? Why am I being?
So you want cheese my mouth? Conspiracy theories? How about the one that we're in a snow globe on some alien's desk?
Yeah, there you go.
That's
Really?
the one where
Actually-
like the Men in Black
actually-
version.
We're actually a fuck's the word I'm looking for. Celestial being's testicle.
I don't know why, but when Matt said China did it, I saw him pointing his finger at China, just like, but China did it.
That sounds
like sibling
yeah,
rivalry.
yeah.
You.
Also,
Yeah.
I learned from Ozzy Osbourne because of my dad. And the only real song I've actually listened, Ozzy Osbourne, what? What is Back at the Moon, which is, I don't know how to explain it,
great
but it's really good. It's a really good song, like, because I was into werewolves as a kid.
Mostly
So,
because all Aussie songs are good.
Yeah.
but that's
Yeah,
the only
but-
song I've actually.
But I loved like the memes about how Post Malone. She's like, I'm so glad Post Malone is featuring up and coming artists on his newest album. It's like
Oh my god.
well, I heard about
Up and
this.
coming artists. Ozzy's old enough to be his grandfather.
Bitch,
Yeah, for real.
Ozzy's old enough to be his great grandfather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was hearing like all these stories about kids who are just like, Dad, do you know that Paul McCartney was in another band besides Wings? I'm like, oh
my
yeah.
God, yes.
Yeah.
I've never even fucking heard of Wings.
Yeah, Wings is
Chicken wing.
yeah, chicken. Ooh, I can go
Buffalo Wings.
Buffalo
Ooh.
Wild Wings.
Damn right.
Hell yeah. Buffalo Wild Wings is good. I mean,
Buffalo Wild Wings. Shit.
You know, we've got a barbecue joint called Jethro's where their boneless wings is literally just like shredded chicken breast, breaded and then sauced.
oh,
They're
Oh my God.
fantastic.
hell yeah.
We have a place here in Calgary called Bubble Mania, and like it's super Asian. It's like bubble tea, fried rice,
It's
the whole
super
works.
Asian.
Oh, I love bubble tea so much.
But the thing
Oh.
about Bubble Mania is it's got this Taiwanese chicken wings, and it's probably the
Ooh.
best batter I've ever had on a chicken wing. Like it's
Oh my god.
it's a weird combination of salty and just different spices. I don't know how
Oh,
to
dude, I'm
explain
hungry
it.
now. Screw you.
I can't.
It's just-
We also have
it's
a
good.
barbecue.
Yeah, you're hungry as I
Big
legit
Joe's
sit here and
Barbecue
order
or
food off
something like
Grubhub.
Mhm.
Yeah, we've got a barbecue place that's like Big Joe's Barbecue, and it's actually run by a tiny Asian man. And for his commercials for it, he's got this huge black guy barbecuing, and they're talking about Big Joe's Barbecue. And then it pans over to the little Asian. He's like, "Nah, that's Frank. I'm Big Joe," and he goes on to talk about it. And it's hysterical.
I love
Awesome.
it.
Great.
Did the big black guy have tattoos all over him? Because like that's perfect.
Okay. Probably.
Fucking I love chicken wings.
I can't
I
relate
could
to you
use.
guys.
Yes, that's like the main thing. They don't get the whole stereotype about black people liking chicken wings. I'm just like, what sane person doesn't like chicken wings besides
Yeah,
vegans
what?
who are boring?
Everyone likes in chicken.
Hey!
Why are we on this topic? I like
I'm
half
vegan.
blacked out to order food.
Morgan likes tofu wings.
Oh, okay.
I'm vegan, so
Well, besides
Yeah.
Morgan. Besides
And-
Morgan. All vegans.
honestly, vegan food now is really good. Like there's some stuff that
Once
out
I'm
now that I
pretty
can
sure,
eat.
like once you figure out the spices and how to cook it properly, it's
Yeah.
actually really good food.
Yeah, there's
Well, like-
but that's with everything. Like if you
That is true.
sauteed a
Like, there's a lot
tiny
of
little
stuff-
shit properly, it would taste good.
No,
Well, like
stuff that-
that
Beyond
doesn't-
Meat has an entire laboratory where they have different modules
Yeah.
in the laboratory that are specifically for what does it smell like, what does it taste like, what does it look like, how does it cook, to make it so it actually looks and tastes and reacts like meat does, but it's not.
It's like the imagination of Figment Ride, but for meat or fake meat.
It's honestly 2020 has been the best year for vegan fast food stuff. I must admit, I'm not a healthy vegan. I'm a fast food vegan, so I don't speak for all vegans.
Can I just
to be
stop
fair,
you
British
right
fast food is much healthier than American fast food.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Stop you right there. First of all, never put 2020 in the best year in the same sentence again, please.
Sorry.
Hey, we're only almost 4 months down. We got like another 6. Wait.
That's true.
We're just going to spend all of 2020 at home. It's fine.
8.
Yeah. No,
okay.
actually, 2020 is going to be the year of the zombie.
Yeah.
It's
but
it's
honestly, yeah, I'd love to come over to America though one day and try.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. Okay, no, unless it's in California or in Miami. Those are the only 2 places who can probably give it have good vegan food.
Laura's biased. Don't go to Florida.
That's because they're vegan. Vegan population is
they're
bigger than the rest of the country. Yeah, that too.
Yeah, especially California.
Yeah.
I'll probably fit right in there.
Still.
I've only been to California about 2 times, I think.
I was supposed to be in California last week.
I was supposed to have a birthday party like 4 days ago. Same with Matt.
Yeah.
And Ethan.
You guys will survive. It'll be fine.
Well,
I say that now, but if something goes into August and I can't go to Disney for that long, I may have an issue. I'm having Disney withdrawals. I'm not even joking.
Now I can picture you having Disney withdrawals.
For me,
it sounds so pretentious, but it is. It is kind of.
This is the epitome of first world problems.
Yeah, it's part of the problem of living next to Disneyland, though.
Yeah.
When
I live 3 hours. Yeah, I live 3 hours from Disney World, so it's weekend trip, go.
Yeah, when I was little, I lived out in Los Angeles, and my adopted grandparents out there, during the summer and stuff. I think we went probably once a week. It was so bad. At one point, I could walk around Disneyland with my eyes closed. They've since done a lot of changing and stuff, but
awesome.
When you live next to those places and you get those season passes and stuff, it's worth it because you're going every week.
Yeah.
Or people go twice a week and go do dinner one night and do all that.
Yeah, or maybe you would do once a month thing. You go down there and stay at a hotel for a couple nights.
I live 23 hours and 6 minutes away from Disneyland.
Drive there.
Damn.
That's a day trip.
Go over there and
I think I live about.
Never got the chance to though.
I can barely do one all-nighter playing video games. I think I can drive.
Living in Iowa, I'm literally 12 hours from everywhere.
Oh my god, yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Unless it's the bottom part of Florida, because Florida takes about 5 or 6 hours to get through in and of itself.
Straight driving, I can hit each coast within 24 hours, not stopping.
Damn.
So yeah, living in Iowa, I'm literally 12 to 24 hours from literally any coast that I want to go to.
That's just the Midwest in general, though. You could fucking take off wherever, anywhere in the Midwest, and you're there within a day and a half.
The worst part about living. I live in the Northeast, so I'm near nothing besides Boston. So I literally, yeah, but I love the first world problem. Just I can't use my season pass to Disneyland.
I can't go anywhere. I want to go and ride my roller coaster.
Well, to be fair, to me, people are struggling. I can't leave the house and this and that. I'm just are you kidding me? This is awesome. I get to stay inside and play video games without anyone judging me.
I don't leave the house anyway. I don't do anything.
There's those 2 places or whatever, those groups of friends that I did enjoy seeing on my own terms, and now that I take it off the table, I can't even do that. So
it's true, yeah.
For 12 hours a day, I don't leave the same 2 foot by 2 foot spot to go to the kitchen or the bathroom because I swap out the gaming laptop for the work laptop. So I'm still in the same spot all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I wish I could
started
do that,
Minecraft.
Yeah,
stuck in a chair forever.
literally 12 hours one day.
Yeah,
think
that
it
was
was
the first
Sunday
day we
night.
played for 12 hours.
Yeah,
God.
Matt,
That's-
Minecraft. Matt.
How do you think I feel with nothing to
Yeah.
do? Because I live nowhere near you guys, and honestly, like, we don't really do a lot here except pride and gay pride and stuff. And
Drive on the wrong side of the road.
Yeah,
yeah,
drive, on
yeah.
the, drive on the wrong side.
Does
So it's
England
like-
have any amusement parks?
We have
Oh, they
multiple
have a
towns.
few.
London Disney, right?
There's a Thorpe Park.
No,
There's
no,
there's a
I think
Oh,
it's just
that's
Disney
Paris.
Paris. Yeah,
Yeah,
Disney
that's
Paris.
Disney
Paris.
Paris.
but that's in Europe, okay?
Yeah, that's not in the UK.
That's not the UK. That's,
They're not the same thing anymore, guys.
Yeah, we won't be that we'll class as the same thing.
You have Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
have the
also-
doctor.
I mean, yeah, I know.
You can hang out with Hugh Laurie every weekend.
We do have Harry Potter Land. I think Harry Potter something down south, but I don't know
Yeah.
anything else. I don't really because I can't go anywhere at the moment, but I don't really travel. I do really want to travel, but after this is over, but we don't really have much, and it's like, nah. I don't really mind because I don't do anything anyway. But
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
only thing I was worried about was pride. But the thing is, I can have my own pride at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
None of us
like,
really go anywhere anyway.
like England's one of
kinda-
those old places that if you don't live there, everything's really cool. But if you live there, it's what you've grown up with. It's what you've seen. You're like, yeah, that building's been there for 100 years. What about it? And we're all of it.
Yeah.
And
It's
people are
old.
taking
That's
pictures
it.
of it, and you're like,
Oh, it's
fuck.
so cool.
Speaking of
Wow,
that,
look at all these fancy
Just trying to go to the
buildings.
shop.
Well,
speaking
that's
of that,
like everyone who lives in St. Augustine. That's like peak Florida is the St. Augustine Fort, and everyone's like, that's been there forever. It's chill.
Like that's what it's like for me going out to, in Minnesota. It's all flat. Everything's flat. It's nothing. It's just flat and farmland and prairies and shit. And so whenever I go out to out west, I see mountains and I'm like, oh my god, that mountain is so cool. But then I see farms and I'm thinking, I just sit there and think, well, okay, then they're just like, those people grew up next to that mountain. They see it every day,
yeah.
and fucking they know it's there, and they're like, yeah, it's just a mountain. But then those same people may come out, to the Midwest, to the Minnesota, to Iowa, and they'll be like, oh, look at all these farms, flatness,
Well,
Look at all the
Since
corn.
I grew
all
up
the
in
trees.
West-
all the corn.
look how
Look at all
flat
the
this is.
wheat.
This is so coal. It's
The
not
wheat.
hilly. It's so nice to drive on. And we're like, yeah. kind of
Well,
boring to look
for
at.
me,
So, like,
since I grew up in the West, and I ended up moving to Alberta, which is above, I think, Minnesota. No, it's above Montana.
Oh,
So it's,
yeah.
Yeah,
it's
Montana.
flattish. Like there's no mountains, and I'm
Yeah.
just sitting here like, farms are boring.
Yeah, they really get boring after, like, whenever those people come, they think, oh, look at all these farms. It's so cool. You get tired of it after the first 5 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, like
Mhm.
at least like
at least
with
mountains you
like,
get different terrain, and
Yeah, mountains
Yeah.
you can look at. They're so big, and I fucking love looking at.
every single one's
and there's
different.
skiing and all that other stuff. Like, and even in Minnesota, you guys have like Mall of
There's still
America and
hills
a bunch of the stuff in the Twin Cities and stuff like that. Iowa has like next to nothing. Like during
Yeah, you
like
guys
during
have,
like 3 weeks in August, we have the state fair. Other than that, we don't have shit. Oh, we have
We
Adventureland.
have the
I'm
Calgary
sorry.
Stampede,
we have
which is
Disney
I'm
cool.
laughing so hard because I almost went to Iowa for school, like for college. And my mom and my brother were like, "You're gonna hate it. Just stay down here, and it's also less money for one." And
mean,
they're
it's not
like,
bad, but
"You'll
it's
die
just
in the
huge,
cold
it's just
because I've
nothing
lived in
big.
Florida."
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
the cold would the cold would do you in when you guys are like on the news and bundling up at like 50 degrees. All of us are still in shorts and
We're
shit.
just
Like,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
had
we're
that
not even-
argument
we're not
before
even-
where it's
What the
like,
fuck?
especially now,
Yeah.
like the other day, I went out to play some wiffle ball with a buddy of mine, and he walks out in fucking shorts and a t-shirt, flip flops. I'm like, yeah, this is Minnesota. I mean,
Well, to
50
give you an
degrees
idea of
is
Iowa's weather,
nothing to Midwest.
last weekend it snowed,
Yeah, it
and by
did for
4
us too.
o'clock,
Actually.
it
I'm
it
sorry,
snowed.
what? It's
And
hit
so-
100 fucking degrees down here. How the fuck?
No, yeah,
No,
it
no. It
snows.
snowed, and
a
4
lot.
hours later, my stepdad was golfing with no snow.
Yep.
That is the
great.
best weather for
That
you.
happens
Snows,
Yeah.
and then it's
lot.
sports weather by the
actually.
afternoon. Like
And now
The-
you
the
take
seasons
me
change in one day.
living in
I have
Canada,
no
and
seasons.
it's like that, but one week there's snow, the next week it's like plus 20, which is 70, I think,
Yeah.
degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well,
it's like 1 week of snow and then 1 week of like really hot, and you're just sitting there like, what is going on? Do I have mood swings or like what? It's like
then you get-
seasonal depression every single week.
And then you get states like Montana where, it could be middle of April and it could be 50 degrees or like 50, 60 degrees one day. Well, then the next day they get 2 feet of snow.
Yeah.
And then, the over the next like 3 weeks, it all melts, but then they get dumped on again.
Mm-hmm. Like sometimes we get snow in middle of August.
Yep.
Just one day, just snow. It's like,
Like you guys can't
gotta
see
go
my
out.
face, but that's just baffling to me.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's super normal for us. Like it's
That's
like
so
we have winter
weird.
in the morning, spring in the afternoon, summer in the evening, and then it's whatever that night. Like it literally, like we
Yeah.
can go through all four
Yeah,
seasons
you
in
could flip a
24
coin.
hours.
There, okay. See, in Florida, there's a couple different ways you can do this. There's hurricane season and non-hurricane season. There's wet season and dry season, and then there's love bug season and non-love bug season. Those are the three things. That's it. It's
Yeah.
hot always, even when it's
Yep.
supposed to be winter.
And
Yeah, no, we've
in
got like
the-
winter, fall, summer, winter again, fall, spring, thinking it's spring,
Yeah.
summer.
thinking,
What's
yeah,
wait?
we got,
Or,
fake, we
I've
got
heard
real
so much
spring and
about the
fake.
U.S. I've heard about the U.S. What about England? What is England like?
Well,
Rain.
brain.
In the UK, well, yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm gonna say. Well, in the
Or
UK,
UK.
it's for some reason it's nearly I'm not speaking about now because it's been absolutely gorgeous, but most of the time it's either rainy, windy, snowy, sleety, or just plain miserable. But every now and again we'll have really nice weather and people panic and go, "Oh, we need sunscreen. We need to go to the beach," and everyone's like, "Whoa!"
Yeah, that's like
Yeah.
sunshines.
Mhm,
When we see
that's
a
what
giant
happens
ball-
here too.
When we see a giant ball of orange light in the sky, we think, "Wow, this is
The fuck is that?
Yeah, what the fuck
But-
is that?"
But then
It's just so
you guys
bright.
also think that's hot. You guys think it's like, oh my god, it's 80 degrees Fahrenheit out.
Oh,
So
that's
it's,
nice.
it's way too hot
That's
for
so
us.
nice.
I know,
Oh my
it's so
God,
nice.
I wish it was 80.
Well,
I always
we're
have to
not
laugh
used
when I see those
it.
posts from Morgan because she's like, "Oh my god, it's so hot out," and I do the Celsius to Fahrenheit conversion. I'm like, that's like a light spring
Well,
day for us.
This is nice.
We're not
I'm
used to this
this.
kind of heat. We're not used to that kind of heat.
Like I
Yeah.
that
It's not
Meanwhile,
the heat that we get here in the Midwest, you choke on it. Like you
oh
can't
yeah, it's
breathe.
so thick. It's so thick. Meanwhile, my
Yeah.
dad lives out in Las Vegas, Nevada, and it's like
Oh.
100 degrees out, and
Oof.
it's super dry. And the second they get like
So-
1%
Yeah.
humidity, my dad's like, "Oh, it's so sticky." I'm like, "Shut the fuck up! It's not sticky. That is beyond dry. I'm here in 90-degree weather in 98% humidity, and I'm
Yeah.
dying."
and I can't breathe and that kind of stuff. I lived in Arizona for 3 months of my life.
Arizona's
and,
pretty hot.
Oh,
too.
Arizona is so nice. It's so hot. Every day was 100 ton plus, and it's so hot, but like it's dry. So
Well,
it's
Yeah.
almost like you throw on a pair of shorts and a t-shirt, and you're like, oh, this is kind of nice actually.
Yeah, like when people get heat stroke, it's like you never really hear about people getting heat stroke in the middle of the Midwest because everyone's so you can't not be conscious of the heat. Meanwhile, out in Vegas, like
Yeah.
I would go there for the summers, like it's so easy to lose how long you've been in the sun because
Yeah.
you're not
Mhm.
sticking to yourself.
Mhm.
You're like you're warm, but you're drinking water and you think you're fine, and then you go inside and it goes from 100 degrees to 80 degrees, and all of a sudden your body's like, "What the fuck is happening?"
You're
And you have
melting.
heat
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same
Yeah.
thing with Florida, even though humidity is horrible here too. It's because it's just like most people in Florida, they're so used to it that it's like, "Oh no, I'm fine." And then like 2 seconds later, you have to call an ambulance.
That's one thing.
Speaking from experience of my idiot father.
Florida is different because you guys get the ocean too. It's always
Yeah, and then we
generates
have all the
90%
ocean shit.
humidity.
Yo, that reminds me that whenever Laura complains about the weather, we always make fun of her. She's like, "Oh, it's so cold. It's like 50 degrees." I'm like, "Oh, boo hoo." It's
yeah,
like
he's
30
in Boston
degrees
over
and like
there. Or fucking.
Yeah, I know. And then they're like, yeah, it's like 25 here. I'm like, listen, I didn't sign up for cold. If I was in Iowa and I was complaining, it'd be fine. But no, I'm in Florida and it's not normal for me.
The one thing that was weird for me growing up in my town, we have like 6 different microclimates. So you could be one part of town and it would be like 35 outside, and then you drive to like other end and it's like -2, and you're sitting there like, what just happened? Why is this town like this? Why are we cursed?
That's just Minnesota. You go anywhere, like you're in your town, and it's like, oh my god, it's kind of warm in here. It's kind of warm here, and then you drive somewhere else, and it's like, holy fuck, there's 2 feet of snow on the ground.
Yeah.
And it,
Yeah. Meanwhile, no
Same
matter
thing
where
down
you're
here.
in the Midwest, you justify the weather by going, "Oh, it wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't so windy." Every time.
yes,
Every time. It wouldn't be so bad.
Sorry,
if it wasn't
can't
for the
relate.
wind.
it's a damn wind every
Yeah,
time.
because like when it's not windy out, but it's like 2 degrees out, it's tolerable. But when the wind
Yeah,
is
it's kinda
just
nice.
whipping and biting through every layer you have, it's
Yeah.
miserable.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you have problems walking because it's so windy.
Yeah, you can't walk in a straight line because you're just getting blasted.
Wait, is that like an actual thing? Because like I've always seen that exaggerated on TV, but I
Oh, no,
never
it's
know.
an
Yeah,
actual
I've
no,
had it
it's an
happen
actual
to
thing.
me.
100%.
Oh, no,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
But
it's
I
It's
think
not
the worst
exaggerated.
I think the worst is when we have wind, like really gusty wind, but also sleet. That's
Oh, yeah.
That's
Oh,
bad
yeah.
because
Mm.
you're not just getting hit by a wall of air. You're getting hit by a wall of.
Slightly.
See
frozen.
that the
Yeah.
closest I've ever had to that is legit walking outside during a hurricane. That's it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, when the wind gets whipping and there's like snow or sleet happening, it literally feels like needles hitting your skin.
Hail is the worst.
Okay, yeah, I
we also
understand
get
that.
we also get whiteout conditions during bad
That's
snowstorms.
fun.
Oh yeah,
Oh
Those
my
are
God.
fun.
and people are still driving because we're used
People
to
still
it. but
drive
yeah,
because you know they're
Okay,
throwing
people
around.
during a hurricane in Florida. Got it. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty
no.
much.
A whiteout
feel
is
sorry
just
for
a
you
less
guys.
deadly hurricane, but like
Okay.
even then, people still don't know how to do anything because they're stupid.
Oh yeah, no, every year the first like 4 or 5 snows of the year, the whole Midwest panics and there's accidents galore
Yeah.
because everyone's forgotten how to drive. And it's like, okay, 90% of you have lived here your entire fucking lives. This is the shit you learned how to drive in. But the first snow, everyone panics. And then they also forget that 4-wheel drive only helps you go, not stop.
Yup.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, then what
That's
else
Florida
happened?
in rain. Every
Yeah.
fucking time people forget how to drive.
Yeah, for some reason, like up here, like in New Hampshire, it snows in April, and people were still freak out. They storm the grocery stores. I'm just like, what the hell do you think is gonna happen? It's 2 inches of snow. It's not even wet
Global
snow.
warming.
Yeah.
As it's snowing outside.
Yeah, and it's always the milk and bread. The milk and bread goes away. It's like, what the
Oh,
fuck?
yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. Save the hurricane.
Well, I love when people buy
Like,
milk and they're just like, "What if the power goes out?" I'm like, "Why are you buying milk if the
Why would-
power's gonna go
they buy
out?"
milk and bread. You can't make anything with just milk and bread. Not to mention,
Milk
they're the 2
sandwich?
things
Ew.
that like
If anything,
perish
you build
the fastest.
Or you should buy milk powder.
Yeah, buy
That
milk
will save
powder.
you so
Yeah, that'll
much
save-
time.
At least when
Yeah.
you buy bread, you know, bread is still a very important ingredient in a lot of foods. You know, bread is
Yeah, but I mean,
fucking something that you need because it's the world's easiest thing to slap together for a quick lunch. You know, fucking put a slice of
yeah, but
PB&J,
milk-
yeah.
put some meat on
Yeah.
it,
Yeah, but I mean, like,
peanut butter and jelly, just whatever. But fucking
Just
milk,
Nutella.
man.
why are you buying milk? Why are you why are you buying pizza, frozen pizza, when the power's gonna go out? You are aware you need a freezer.
Buy 2 things:
If you have a gas
Chips.
stove, you can make frozen pizza.
and
Correct.
cereal.
That's true, I guess.
You just light a fire in your
That
backyard
was
or
the
your
Absolutely.
one
kitchen
Science is
table.
good thing in my house growing up is we had a gas stove. And
Yeah,
when the
'cause
power
everyone
went
has a
out
gas
during
stove in
hurricanes and we didn't have power for like 2 weeks, we were great. Everyone was coming to our house to cook their food. So that's how it worked.
So you just have
But
Big
like
potluck.
we moved to an apartment and that's why they're called hurricane parties, dude. Everyone gets drunk and cooks whatever food they can. We did
Did you
that the
charge
last
money?
time in our apartment building. And we all sat outside.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Do you charge money for
that's
people
Iowa
to cook
during
their stuff?
tornadoes. There's a tornado siren going off. Everyone's out on the porch looking for it.
That's hurricanes. It's like, oh, the hurricane's gonna be here at like 1 o'clock probably. Cool, everyone chill in the hallway at noon. We'll discuss what we're gonna do. I'm not joking. That's the sad part.
Everyone chill. Everyone grab a drink and
we used to have in my house, we used to have this big ass porch. Cool as fucking, it's so nice. It was so nice in there. Now we took the top off and just called it a deck, but it was so cool because during thunderstorms, we would just go out there and hang out for a couple hours during the storm.
yeah.
And it would be so cool because you would just, and especially like during because Midwest weather is so volatile sometimes. You'll get sheets of rain that you can't see inches in front of you.
My favorite are the ones you can see coming. Like you can literally like be in no rain and literally see the wall of rain that you're getting ready to drive into.
Oh, that's my favorite thing ever.
Yeah, that's so cool. But like it's just so it's much like hurricane. But like when there's no wind especially, it is so cool to look at because it's just the wall of water that you don't Oh man.
Oh, we have something here in Calgary called Chinooks.
What?
What'd you call me?
I feel like I've heard of those, but I can't remember.
What'd you call me?
Leonardo da Vinci? No, not Leonardo da Vinci. What's the guy who always wanted an Oscar but never got an Oscar?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, he just got one.
I said it without knowing. Oh, I'm so proud of myself.
Yeah, so he filmed a movie in Alberta, and he did a whole thing about global warming and how it's like one day it was like super freezing cold, and then it was like a plus 15, so like I don't know 60 Fahrenheit.
Where
and
do
he's
you
like, yeah,
live?
global warming is so bad here in Alberta. It's like, no, it's just a Chinook. A Chinook is a big wave of heat, like super windy, but a wave of heat coming off of a mountain, and it gets like pretty much superheated on its way down and just blows through and melts all the snow.
It's like, come on, Da Vinci.
Oh, we just call those Indian summers.
Yeah, we get those in December and November once in a while.
Oh my god!
Short period
Christmas
of time.
this year here was 60 degrees in Iowa on Christmas Day last year. That was insane. Like
the worst part about those,
it was like -5 here.
Yeah, the worst part about the Chinook is it lasts, I'm pretty sure, all year. So it could be like, I don't know, 90 degrees Fahrenheit, and then all of a sudden it's like 110. You're like, this wind needs to stop.
Yeah. Hey, at least you get some sort of breeze. If we got those in Minnesota, it'd be just
it's not a nice breeze.
nasty
You get the
and
cool
gross.
breeze, and that's nice in the summer.
I
you
suppose
get
it's
like a hot breeze, and
yeah,
that's even worse.
Yeah, when you get that hot breeze, it's like, ugh. But
yeah,
Da Vinci, he had a point there when he was talking.
DiCaprio. That Da Vinci man, he had a really good point about that weather.
He was great in the
I really liked Leonardo da Vinci in Titanic. It was great.
Da Vinci was so good in the Titanic.
And Inception.
My favorite Da Vinci movie.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Inception's my favorite movie by Da Vinci.
Did you see Da Vinci and Django Unchained? Oh my god.
The Django Unchained.
I did that
Da
in
Vinci.
a paper once.
Da Vinci Unchained.
I literally typed Leonardo DiCaprio and I didn't notice until I got the paper back. And because I was writing about Leonardo da Vinci and the whole class knew about it.
Oh, that's very cool. Well, you guys saw the thing I shared the other day in the chat about the cat in the physics paper or whatever.
Oh yeah, yep.
Because the author just kept writing "we" when it was only just him, so he put his cat in and as a co-author.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Like if I had a science brain, I'd 100% do that. Instead of a cat, it'd be a snake though.
Yeah, no,
you just let the cats or the snakes slither on paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's really funny though, because he wrote "we" everywhere, so he credited the cat as well. So it's like a running joke now within the physicist community that like if they call to talk to that professor and he's not available, they're like, "Well, can I talk to the co-author?" There's even a limited number of that paper that actually have both the guy's signature and then the cat's paw print signature on it.
That's adorable.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic. It was like, I'm like, that's the best story I've read all week.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Oh,
God, I
How did
love
we
random
squeeze-
shit like that.
we squeezed like half an hour out talking about our crappy living conditions.
Hey man, when you can't go outside, might as well talk about it.
Weather.
Yeah, right?
There's
So
not
how's the weather today?
Speaking of like not outside, how are you guys doing with like actually staying inside and like stuff like that?
I'm
'Cause it's
doing
like
fine.
I go
The
out
only-
every day because I have to go to work. So
Yeah.
it's like I'm not living that same thing. So it's
Yeah,
like
the only
fuck.
problem that I really have is that I can't see my friends as much as I used to, but that's really my only gripe with it.
See, I hang out with like 3 people in real life and I see them every now and again. So like I'll still hang out with them, but I trust them and I know that they would probably tell me if they were dying.
Yeah,
And
no,
so
like,
that's
we're-
like I don't do anything outside.
yeah,
I don't even know how I'm feeling, but you know,
My roommates have like connected 10 times better than usual because we just make each other food because we have nothing else to do.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of great, not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I find that adorable. But yeah, no, we're actually going over to a friend's house for our usual like 13-hour game this weekend. Like we're all like, okay, we should all be pretty good. None of us have been feeling sick or anything. We've had very minimal contact. Like I've been the only one going out to go grocery shopping, and everything. But it's like just I think the biggest issue isn't so much the I don't normally go out. It's the knowledge that even if I wanted to, I can't.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's more of a burden than anything. Just the even the random times like wanting to go over to a friend's house or just go out to do something to be out of the house for a little bit. I can't really do that because I'm not much of an outside person. The outside world hates
Yeah.
panda. Like it's the summertime.
I understand that
it's
so hard.
eat me alive, and then in the winter it's just too cold. So like
Yeah.
right now is kind of okay for going outside and going on walks and stuff, but otherwise like the outside world is just it's trying to eat me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do get outside still every once in a while because every once in a while I'll hit up my neighbors and be like, yo, let's play some wiffle ball or let's hang out. I want to get out of the house. Let's go to Taco Bell or some shit. And we do that on occasion, but like other than that,
Yeah,
I just get inside and I maybe get outside once a week right now because, you know, there's no point in actually going out unless I have to go to work, but it's different.
Yeah, that's what I do. Like, it's gone like to the point where like rarely even like think about it anymore because it's become like such a normal part
Normal.
of my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's
it's not
become
even like I'm
normal
like,
enough.
yeah, it's not like, oh wow, I hate being in the house. I'm like, all right, cool, I get to play the Xbox another day. I personally, I'm liking this. So I mean, I don't,
Yeah, there's like so many
I-
people are like, oh, I'm getting so depressed because I can't do anything. I'm like,
bruh.
just invest your
I-
time in a video
Welcome,
game.
welcome to my
I
life.
don't do anything anyway. I
Just
play
play
video
it.
games anyway.
He's playing.
Yeah, I think for me the only hard part is for me to get to work. I legit have to drive past my best friend's house daily.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
So it's like I just want to stop and go play with her dogs. Like that's all I want to do and like see her.
Yeah, no, my mom brought cinnamon rolls over this weekend and just we sat and talked outside for like an hour just to be able to talk and stuff without like
Oh,
Discord and
Yeah.
stuff is great, but it
Mhm.
doesn't it just doesn't beat that being able to do things in person and like
Mhm.
Oh no,
not being able to actually like hug my mom before she left or anything
Yeah.
sucked so bad.
But you kind of brought up a good point in the text chat. You know, all you guys are lucky. I'll let you go. All you guys are lucky because you don't have to be mosquitoes.
Oh my god, mosquitoes are the
I
worst.
mosquitoes.
I
are
hate it so
terrible.
much. But I have O negative blood, and that's what they're attached to.
I have O positive,
that's the
so I'm
problem.
not as bad, but I'm bad.
I
Yeah.
don't really have a problem with being inside, but for now I'm sort of like just finding little ways to occupy my time
Mhm.
Yeah.
because I'm not really I am an inside person and I do like my space, but for me, if I'm not traveling or going anywhere, it can feel really claustrophobic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And-
mhm.
the only thing
Yes, with
that's
me, too.
really the only thing that's really like making me want to stay inside or giving me hope for when we do go outside is that the one thing I'm gonna get is donuts.
That's a good goal in life. I'm not gonna lie.
That's good.
Because there's actually like a donut place right near me, and I'm like, one day I'm gonna go. I'm gonna buy as many donuts as I can and just eat them all.
Yes,
We have a
that's like
place
the
called
main-
Tim Hortons for that.
Yes, that's like the main
Yeah,
thing about
we have so
people,
many
like,
delivery places.
Yeah.
We don't
well,
have
like
donut delivery here.
I'm
Where
lucky.
I live.
I have a
So-
Domino's like 20 minutes away from me, so every
you're lucky
few nights I
bastard,
order Domino's and I'm like,
dude.
yes.
I have
I-
a Domino's pretty close to me as well.
The
Yeah,
closest
we've got
one's
a
like
bunch
an
of places
hour
that
away.
deliver, and then we've got Grubhub and Uber Eats and all of like,
Postmates
those
and
places here.
DoorDash
Yeah, we've
and-
got all of that here. So I'm like, I
Yeah,
can
same.
literally
That's
order
the one good
anything
thing
from
about living in
anywhere.
Florida.
I don't
The
know if
one
we can
good
get
thing.
that out here or where I live,
Well,
but
there's-
like, I'm sure
I'm a
See, I'm
public
always, so I'm always
Nice.
cautious about stuff like Grubhub and Uber Eats. Just it's nothing like personal. It's just like
Well, you think the guy's gonna eat the food before it gets to you?
no. It's just especially not. I don't know. I just don't feel super comfortable with it.
Well, I mean, they're being
but-
just as cautious about it as you are, and a lot of the places,
Yeah,
like
that's
before they give the food to them, like
And yeah,
yeah. But the thing about like staying in your house, like people seem to have the concept that you can never leave your house. You
oh,
have
Panda
to
got
stay
dropped.
24/7,
But yeah, no, they fucking
and
they don't leave
that's-
their car either. Like they go through drive-through to get their shit, and
yes, of course, but
they don't
people-
go, they don't be in contact with other people because they can't really. They
No, yeah.
need to be in their car and exclusively deal with the workers.
Yeah, well, I don't know if people do the same where else, but our local Dunkin' Donuts, they have these huge like plastic boxes that they give everything in instead you just handing them stuff, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just feels more like a pharmacy than a Dunkin' Donuts, though. It's
And
like
that's fine though.
Yeah.
yeah, it's okay. I mean,
If you guys ever come up to Canada, you should go to Tim Hortons.
no,
Listen, my two
I'm
goals in
gonna- I
life are
won't
to go to
exclusively.
Canada just to have Tim Hortons and to go to the UK for Nando's. Like those are the two things.
Nice.
Have a cheeky Nando's there.
Oh, and buy
Yeah.
some
Nando's.
Canadian
Yeah.
chocolate because our chocolate's different than the US and we have different things. It's like go ahead and
Oh
try
no!
those
See,
out.
my boss gets me chocolate from Sweden, so
Ooh, okay.
Ooh,
he's
okay.
Swiss, so he's like he has
Oh.
people send him shit all the time.
Awesome.
So,
Yeah, it's really weird. Like my
We
Kit
don't-
Kat tastes different than the US Kit Kat, and it's just
Yeah, they
so
have, like,
strange to me.
different-
We don't have
Mhm.
Tim Hortons. What we do,
I-
it's like way
Tim-
down south. So
Tim
I
Hortons is just
Tim Hortons
Canada.
is Tim Hortons is the most Canadian Canada.
We do have Taco Bell.
Yeah.
yeah, it is the most
Yeah.
Canadian Canada you
And
can get.
must
Yeah.
admit, Taco Bell is one of the best places I've ever had. I mean,
Oh,
for-
fucking! I love Taco Bell. So
Dude,
good.
Taco
UK
Bell's so good.
standards.
Dude, this podcast is making me hungry. God damn you guys.
Right?
The one thing I
See,
wish we had in
The
Canada
thing
was
that
Chick-fil-A.
I like is it's I can't
Chick-fil-A.
support Chick-fil-A though.
Ooh, why not? It's because it
I've
closed on Sundays.
never had
The
Chick-fil-A.
pansexual in me won't allow it.
Oh,
I have
yeah,
Chick-
that makes
Yeah.
sense.
We have a
Oh,
Chick-fil-A,
And,
but
and my queer brother also. So it's like, you want to murder me, so no.
So
I've
Do
never
you guys
had
have Five Guys and fries?
We do
anywhere
have
near
Five
Chick-fil-A.
Guys.
Oof.
I do have.
Oh,
Five
Five
Guys
Guys is so
fries.
good.
Five
I
Guys
can
is
have
so good, dude.
I can have the
Fucking
fries.
love
amazing.
Their fries are so. I lived on their fries during, like, I think sophomore year of high school when I was vegan, I think.
Mm.
Oh, dude, hell yeah.
Because I was vegan for like a year, and then my doctor's like, "What the fuck are you doing? You're killing yourself."
Well, to be fair,
Well,
We're having
to be
Five
fair,
Guys
it was the
fries.
eating disorder on top of that, so it's fine.
Yeah.
I mean,
honestly, Five Guys fries. I've never seen so many fries in one
They're-
one bag.
they're-
Yeah. Yeah.
they are amazing.
I remember going to one near me. It's no longer there anymore, but I remember getting one, and I said, "Can I have the large fries?" And they said, "You won't want that because the large fries is literally like it feeds like 5 people, I think."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Shit,
give
that's
a
like-
huge portion.
That'd be my fucking
That's
Yeah,
the other best thing about
I'll
Five
say.
Guys is you walk in and there's just a pile of peanut shells all over the
Oh
floor.
god,
Everywhere.
I love free.
And then you just take a
my-
handful of peanuts and you go ham and you order and it's so good.
Oh my god, I
Unless
love
you're
it.
allergic to peanuts and then that sucks.
Do you know what
Yeah,
the
that
best
does.
part
That's entire
Five
place is pretty
Guys?
much condemned for you.
Do you know
Yeah.
the best part Five Guys is though for me, and I shouldn't really be saying this because I'm vegan, but the milkshakes are fantastic. Like the
I never
Oh,
had
yeah.
their milkshakes. before.
Absolutely.
the
If
bomb,
they
like,
have their
the
milkshakes.
stuff that you can mix in with the fact that you can mix stuff in is amazing because there's a lot of stuff I never thought would go together, but honestly,
Yeah, like a thing that's pretty popular around here. I'm sure it's other places too, but DQ fries
DQ is good.
and
Eh.
fucking strawberry blizzards and shakes. Anything
You're
strawberry
biased,
flavored from
Matt.
Dairy Queen. Oh my
Oh,
god!
I'm not.
yes.
I'm gonna
not
say
even.
Dairy Queen is
I love
really
this
good
before
if they have enough
I
money
worked
to
at
make
Dairy
good food.
I need to
Like,
go to
In
Five
my small
Guys.
town, there's an A&W and a Dairy Queen.
This whole podcast, she just be telling, man, I'm hungry.
Queen. Man, I'm hungry.
I have
Yeah.
food being delivered to me in like 15
have a
minutes, so
pizza.
I'm solid.
Oh
I
my
want to
I
Five
think my
Guys.
roommates are making food again. They offered me wine, so
That's such a bad thing as well because I shouldn't be able to
Just
want
eat the wine.
milk.
just
shit.
eat the
They
wine.
eat the wine.
That's not
Eat
how
the
this works,
wine.
guys.
Just
You
freeze
can't
it
eat
and eat
wine.
it.
You drink.
That's
There
exactly
is
how
that.
it
You
works.
can
There
freeze it
is
and eat it.
that.
Oh, dude, wine popsicles.
Ooh.
I'm a genius.
Ugh,
I don't know, maybe that.
ugh.
You're not a genius. Those have been around for a while. Plus, when you do wine popsicles, you don't just do wine. You do it out of some sangria, so that it also has all the fruit and everything in it.
I
Oh,
don't
okay,
like the
smart.
sound
Well,
of wine
actually,
popsicles.
that's basically the answer you just gave me, Laura. Well, actually, you wouldn't use actual wine because that would ruin it. But you
God,
would actually.
Well, no. You wouldn't
Dumbass.
just do wine, is
you
what I was
fucking
saying.
Idiot.
Okay,
You
you know what? Even I was
loser.
gonna say to a headset, but if you're gonna be an asshole about it,
Don't you drink, you idiot? Okay, sorry.
I mean, you can't. So
No, I can't.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
true.
but we've been
Loser.
going for an hour. Dang.
We've been
Yeah.
talking for an hour about weather.
Food and
About
weather.
food and weather. Cloudy with a chance of meatballs.
You know what? This is like a perfect podcast, though. It's like
Oh,
we
this is
have
what
a
I was
topic
hoping
that
for a
works.
minute. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I wasn't sure what we were gonna be
Oh, boy.
talking
Yeah,
about
this
going
was-
into this.
I was actually kind of scared, but this worked out really, really well, to be honest. Okay, and Mog just left.
he's gone now.
Oh, no.
Everyone talk shit.
He's
Oh,
back.
okay.
That's good.
Okay, he's back. Yeah, but anyways, yeah, this really worked out because I was kind of concerned about what we were gonna talk about. That's why like I started off about like Morgan's British. Hopefully that would start something. And
Yeah, I love how it
did.
turned into Morgan's British, then it went to like some random weather thing, and then we got to food, and then I have no clue where we're going.
I
Now
mean-
people are having trouble reconnecting to the voice chat.
Well, I accidentally opened up something, or no, I opened up Steam and it's decided it wanted to download updates. And I was like,
Oh, hello.
Uh
oh,
oh.
that's
The other thing I can say that's the
oh god,
best
I
thing about
love.
being British.
Oh, speaking of Steam, have you heard about how you should not be on Steam right now because apparently a lot of the user data is being leaked?
Ooh. No, I haven't.
Especially in like TF2, like messages are popping up saying like I stole your account data and
Nerd.
personalized.
So here's
No.
a story. So Gav and I were sitting on GTA after.
Oh, yeah.
Smog, you remember GTA
Yeah.
thing? You might have even heard about this. But Gav and I were just sitting here playing GTA. He at one point got automatically sucked into a some guy's apartment,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, "Oh
Okay.
well, shit, I gotta leave.
My
I
dog is
don't know
going
what
off.
the fuck's happening," because we were just in the middle of destroying things and killing things, and
Yeah.
we had an open server, or actually we were on a full lobby, full server, and we were just killing things in a fucking in a store, and you just pulled away into some apartment. Well, he leaves, he gets pulled away again, and he goes in and checks to see if if all his businesses are there. They're not. They're all gone completely. I don't know if he
Oh.
actually got everything stolen.
Oh, he got everything
or-
back.
He got everything back. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I hadn't heard
Alright,
yet if he had gotten everything back, but like it was so like
oh my
he
god.
was so scared
Yeah,
for like an
'cause-
hour. He was pissed. It
that
was-
He was like, if this doesn't fix itself, I'm done with GTA for the rest of my life. And it's never gonna touch it ever.
yeah.
Again.
Yeah,
So we
it
spent
was
so much time in GTA.
we've had so many hours spent in GTA running cars and selling shit and
Oh, don't remind me of GTA.
I've played GTA a total of once in like an online server, and that's not in
Dude, we all
well.
have it on Xbox One now. We should all.
we should actually play it because we don't need to be like a fucking online server. Just go into an invite only session. We do usually.
Yeah, that's what we both did last night, and that was that was an experience.
We didn't do anything. We just
Listen, I
killed
have
them.
to rebuild my house in
because-
Minecraft and rebuild a bunch of shit. So
That's true too.
I still haven't found that jacket yet, Ethan.
you still haven't unlocked the
No.
Ryan jacket.
No, the Ryan jacket is still
oh,
within my grasp.
Yeah, by the way,
it's there but gone.
in case y'all
Yeah.
don't know, Morgan is absolutely obsessed with Ryan Haywood.
Yeah, she's.
Oh
The
my
daddy.
god, yeah. I've been trying to like just look at your profile picture. I'm like, that's Ryan on the patch, isn't it?
Well,
Yeah.
it's on the off topic, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah.
Actually, no, yeah, it's on the
It's on us topic.
So
Well, her
Mhm.
name actually used to be Ryan's #1 fan, so you know that's.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
She actually got
That's
to play,
great. First,
Ryan's
with
best
Ryan.
friend.
he's a good
Ryan Haywood's best
man.
friend.
He's a great
he's
man.
a great murder person.
Dude,
I love
Ryan Haywood's a
him.
legend.
The fact that he has kids always surprises me because I always forget that he's a father.
Yeah, me too.
You should,
And then he talks about like killing people. I'm just like,
you should see his live streams, like literally, like no.
His live streams will go from murder to Eli coming in 0.2 seconds, and it's
Yeah.
beautiful. It's like
Yeah.
Jeremy with like murder. Hi Zipper, hi Booker, and then Cat comes in. It's
oh,
adorable.
I love Jeremy. Actually,
Hey,
Matt.
Panda!
Matt's streams are
back.
so
see how
good.
this works. I'm
Matt
using
Bragg is actually
a
really
headset.
funny on stream.
Yeah, Matt Bragg
Yeah.
is really good.
I am
Matt
so
Bragg is
glad
good.
that I know about this man, about Ryan. Honestly,
Yeah,
for some
I am-
reason,
he changed my life, guys. You have
I have attached myself because. No. Well, that sounded really bad.
Okay, I heard. Yeah,
I have.
I heard. I touched myself.
I
I think I really confused for half a
attached.
second.
Attach. Attach.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
Attach.
heard I touched myself. I'm like, oh, okay.
Get your
I
head
see
out
what
together.
this
Get your head
direction
out
this is
together.
going.
Jesus.
Oh, so it's that type of podcast. Okay.
I think about Jeremy Dooley that way all
No,
the
this
time.
is a tea and twist where Megan and I talk about random shit.
No, I wouldn't do that.
I'm thinking about
Honestly,
you with a Lou.
he literally has the same, nearly the same birthday as me.
Oh, that's cool.
As well,
Nice.
Because I'm 5th of December. He's on the 6th.
I thought you were gonna say you're 50. I'm like, Jesus.
First off, you
Morgan
sounded like
secretly
amazing for
50.
50.
Yeah.
you started you started at the word 5, and I'm like, wait. Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
God, Matt.
Yeah, I'm 50
yeah.
years old. I'm just immortal, guys. Apparently.
Can you give me the secret to immortality, please?
You're actually a
Yeah.
different.
Be British.
Oh,
Veganism. Yeah, that's true. If you're
No,
a-
actually, Ash, you shouldn't follow my advice because I am not healthy vegan.
if
so-
you
There's not-
I mean, I was an unhealthy vegan for a solid year, so I
you
understand.
lived
It's
on
fine.
Five Guys fries.
I'm
I
just
think
unhealthy.
is a bit of a
I just like unhealthy food.
yeah. Me
I have-
too.
Right?
Between
Unhealthy
mountains
food is so
burgers.
good.
And we're
Well-
back on food.
Yeah, but yeah, this is great. It's great.
Oh, as a reminder to anyone who plays Animal Crossing, make sure you download the update and get the shrubs.
Shrubs? Okay.
I got
What?
the update today.
Oh,
I like
Kinda sounds
woke
like
up
she's
and
in
was
a
getting
cave,
ready
I
for
like it.
work as I'm
Yeah,
updating
yeah.
my Switch.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
I also have like
Hello.
I have nothing on my Animal Crossing game right now.
you just reminded me that I need to get Doom because of Animal Crossing. Literally, I'm so happy right now because Doom. But I don't know why you just reminded
Oh,
me.
where's
of Doom.
Megan when you need her?
Yeah, she can sing the Doom song, but she's not here right now.
Let's all sing the Doom song.
I'm
Doom,
so
doom, doom, doom.
But I'm so
Oh.
happy that Doom and Animal
Megan, we
Crossing
found your
came out.
replacement.
At the same time, yeah.
Yeah, it literally is a perfect pair though, because like Doom guy never really speaks, but he's so adorable.
Yeah.
He's adorable.
It's just like he's the angriest guy in the universe, but at the same time he's very sweet.
I feel like Doom guy would be the type of guy who's just like, oh, this shit again. Jesus. All right, let me get this over with. He seems like he'd be like a smart ass about the whole thing at this point because he's done it so many times.
Yeah.
He's like, oh look, hell's opened up its gates again.
Oh, let me
Yippee-ki-yay, let's go and
Go
nuke
now.
it.
Oh, you're
yay! Let's get the
You're a
BFG.
big
Wipe
bad
the material
demon.
2020.
Let me get my chainsaw out.
Yeah, let me get my BFG. Okay, bang, bang, you're dead. Okay.
I'm literally getting it right now because honestly,
She's buying the game while
As
we're
we
recording.
speak.
As we
I've been-
speak.
I've been wanting it for so long. I've not had the money for it, but now I have the money for it, so I'm gonna do it.
Now, actually, speaking of money, fuck yeah, segue. I'm really loving all the I'm loving all the sales that stores are having right now on games. It's
yeah.
I got
Mm-hmm.
The only
My
thing that's
God.
on sale is electronics, which sucks.
yeah.
Well, yeah, they're not
because-
gonna they're not gonna put those on
Oh,
sale
they've
because
upped the
everyone's
price
buying
by
them.
like $200 on Oculus Quest, which I was gonna
Really?
get for my birthday. Yeah,
Are you
Really?
serious?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I think it's like $600 instead of 300.
Oh, they
Jesus.
upped it.
No, no.
That
It says
No,
they-
actually,
it
those are
said they
two
dropped it.
different. There's actually two different models because there's the Oculus Quest, which only has like the media apps, and then you have the Oculus Quest game, which has like games and stuff on it.
Mhm.
And then the game's around $500-$600, but the regular Quest is only $400.
Yeah, well, it's
Thank
like
you,
they
Morgan.
used to be like 300 or like 300 and 400, but now they're 500, 600.
Yeah,
Same
they-
with Switches.
yeah.
I was
Oh,
gonna get a
Yeah.
Switch and play Animal Crossing, but instead I just bought Animal
Yeah,
Crossing, played it on my
Switch,
roommate's Switch instead.
Get two games when you buy the Switch. Get Tetris 99 and get Animal Crossing.
No, I have Animal
And
Crossing.
get Pokemon as well.
Shut up, Matt.
I probably won't get a Switch. And
Shut up,
just get
Well,
well,
VR
Switches
headset
are
of
sold
some
out
sort.
everywhere anyway. So
Ethan, you're
Yeah.
gonna get Pokemon at some point. Anyway,
Yeah,
That
I had a
reminds
lab.
me. Can we talk about how GameStop screwed themselves by
So
by
hard.
by claiming themselves as essential because they're a tech? Who? Hold on. I have a quick question. Who wants to buy a phone just like up GameStop? Who says
Nope.
that?
I didn't even know they sold phones.
wait,
I
they
haven't
sell
been
phones?
to GameStop in
They-
about
Yeah,
GameStop
exactly. Nobody
don't
knows
sell
they sell
phones.
phones there, but they do. They sell like iPhones and stuff like that. But again,
yes.
the hell is gonna go? Morgan just got Doom. Who the hell's gonna go to GameStop and buy an iPhone? No,
not
the
me.
GameStop just
They're gonna go
reopened,
to their fucking cell phone provider, Apple.
Yes.
They don't
Walmart.
go to fucking GameStop.
and then GameStop just reopened, or are going to reopen in like.
Morgan's
A
very
week.
excited. She's
Morgan is
squealing.
very excited.
I don't
Sorry.
know. Honestly, GameStop shot itself in the foot years ago when they
True.
really
They've
laid
just been
into
trying
the-
to beat a dead horse.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like, I'm sorry. Everyone knows I'm not going to go to GameStop to trade anything in because you're going to give me dime to $1 for it, and then I can't buy anything with that store credit because I only have $5 when I
Yeah.
bought all of
Yeah.
these games for $60, and you're going to turn around and resell them for $60.
Yep.
Yeah, that's another
Yeah.
thing. I brought in, I believe it like it was an old like PlayStation or something. It was like a PS3 or something. And I brought it in with I think like 10 games, like just like, all right, and that'll be $15.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's usually what
what?
happens.
Yep.
I'm like,
I
We
like,
can
can
give
sell
you
it online
$15.
for
We
more.
can give you $15 cash up front, or we can give you $17 in credit.
yeah, for store credit.
We have a deal going on where you can buy 2 games and get a free one for $20 right now.
Plus, do you want to join the?
But you can't use your store credit for it because we're GameStop and we suck.
Do
and we
you,
don't.
do you want to join the Pro member, Game Pro member, Gamer Epic Game Pro game?
I'm actually
member
am a
members?
fucking. Don't you shit on members because
Are you a pro?
I
gamer?
am actually a fucking They do have some really good deals for pro members.
Yeah, but I mean, oh sweet,
But
2 cents
still,
off
That's
Halo.
Steam
Yes!
though. Like
Fucking everywhere
game
else.
sales
is-
are every single day. They have like hundreds of games on sale.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
Steam is like
Steam
the
and-
best place. That's where I got like a bunch of my games actually. It's
I get a ton of free games off Epic now too.
Epic
since they
gives you a lot.
release
Epic
free
just
games
drops
every
free
week.
games every.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then you
Epic
got
is-
Humble Bundle and shit.
Yeah.
Humble Bundle is nice. You got fucking so many places that
There's
you,
so many
like,
better things to get games now that like GameStop just needs to stop.
Yeah.
GameStop is mostly physical and everybody just buys their games online. Like all the games I have on the Xbox One are all digitally downloaded because who the hell wants to worry about discs? It's easier to just have them digitally.
It's less issue with storage and everything else.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's true. Like, yeah, physical. I do like getting a physical. They are sentimental. Physical.
the
Only
only
on
games
like
I will.
certain games. That's
Yeah,
about
certain
it.
games.
yeah, like if it's a game that I like really, really, really want and really care about, I'll get the physical copy. But if it's like a
I'll-
game I'm just like, oh, I want to play this, you know, I'll
See,
download
now
it.
here's my thing. Here's my thing. If it's a game that you really, really want, right? But like, you don't, or you're not going to be home or something, or some stupid shit.
Yeah.
Like, because take Borderlands 3 for me, for example. You know, I really wanted to pre-order the. I really thought about pre-ordering the physical copy, but I wanted to play it the second it dropped. So I just downloaded, or I just got it, you know, fucking that day, or the day, like fucking it actually released at like 6 p.m. that day, and we just ended up fucking playing it for the rest of the night.
Yeah, but I mean that's a very specific like circumstance. Like mostly
No, not even then. That's not even a
Like, I-
specific circumstance. It's like
No,
if-
I know, yeah.
For me, if there's a specific game that I've been waiting to play for years, like that's dropping, and I would probably normally get the physical copy,
Yeah,
I want to play it right away.
that's true.
But like, if it's a game that I really like that I know I'm not going to play right away, maybe I'll buy the physical copy.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, like I even went
Um,
for digital when I got Crash Bandicoot and stuff because I wanted to play it right away. I wanted to be able to. It's easier to play digital games anywhere by just being
Yeah.
able to log in than it is to lug around physical copies and stuff.
Well, no, but
Yeah.
even with like digital games, like with Xbox, it's like I'm having issues going from my Xbox to the Xbox we have in the living room. Even though I bought the game, it's like, oh no, you don't own this game. It's like it works on one TV. Why isn't it working on the other?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's just
That's
something
when
that'll come
those
with
issues
time.
happen.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, I'm just pretty much just a PC player, so it's like the
Yeah,
thought
see,
of
I
putting
don't-
a disc into my computer that doesn't have a CD drive.
Yeah,
It's
like they
like
stopped
beyond-
making them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because I mean, yeah, well, I would play more on PC, but my computer's kind of
Maybe
Not
they'll sell USB drives or something.
This is
next.
why. This
Yeah,
is why.
yeah, they have
yeah.
wireless drives or disk drives, but it's just or portable disk drives, but it's just like
it's just way
people stopped
easier to
using
just.
discs.
Yeah, it's
So
just
long
easier to buy on
ago.
Steam.
It's way
Yeah.
simpler to download it.
But
on
yeah,
Steam.
download on. Yeah.
Yeah. Even though it takes a while, it's worth it though. Just so that way you don't have to worry about like, oh, I want to play this game. Oh wait, shit. Where's the disc?
Where'd that game
Yeah.
go? Yeah, I
Yeah.
have that issue.
And
so
especially with like the amount of like updates and things games are having to do anymore, it's just
Oh,
like
Yeah,
ridiculous.
we're just used to that at that
To try to
point.
do a
Yeah, at this
physical-
point.
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah. But what I hate, I really can't stand how the Xbox One handles things. Like I love the
Oh.
Xbox One. I think it's very good. Thank you. But there's because I was installing GTA the other day, and like the Xbox One has this weird where when it gets to like 30%, it says ready to start. So I try to start
Yeah.
the game,
Well, okay.
but the actual game won't start until
Yeah,
it's all
no shit.
installed.
It has to completely install. That's just
Yeah,
a-
but I mean, like,
a
why
thing.
even?
Like, well,
but, like, why even
'cause
have
there's
that?
like demo shit. There's like demo shit, and like you know you
Oh
can
yeah, that's true.
get the game,
Yeah,
get
it's
a little
like
bit of the playtime in.
The the
Yeah,
example
'cause-
for me is with Dragon Age. You can build your character and do like the first two sequences before it's like
game
completely
starts.
And
downloaded.
here's another reason why that's actually a good thing, Ethan. Because if you have slow internet, you just want to fucking play your game. Well,
Yeah, that's
you can
true.
go in and play before it even gets to download. No
Yeah.
fucking video, which is annoying. But like, in other games where you can actually do shit and play, it's kind of nice to actually get some time in. And a lot of times, the game will actually save your progress from that point. Like you'll get to the end of the quote unquote ready to start demo, and you'll get like the game will be like, yo, this is where you were. We're gonna save the game for you real quick, and you can come back to it when it's actually fully installed.
Yo,
Yeah.
that's how the MLB The Show games on PS4 did this well too, where
Yeah, you can actually play the fucking game while
you can play
it's
like a demo
finishing
game
downloading.
while the game is downloading, which is a good thing.
Which is it's a good thing. It's what people especially slow
Who
internet.
just wanna
Like
play
I
the
said,
game.
who just want to play the game.
Yeah. Especially with a game like that where it's mostly the same like graphics and everything every year, so they just want to see how the gameplay is. So that's a good way of making sure you like the gameplay. But yeah, that's my only real gripe with the Xbox One. I love how quick it is. I love the library on it. I have the Xbox Game Pass, which is super useful because I can play games and they're again, the only problem with that though is that once the trial runs out, I have to buy the games, which I'm not gonna probably do. But it's good to try out games that might otherwise wouldn't have been able to try out because
yeah, like you wanted to play, but you weren't sure about spending the money.
Yeah, like they have a couple like 360 titles I never played, but I've always wanted to on there. I'm just like, oh, this one. And if I like it, I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna keep a tab on that game, just so that way when I get the money to buy it, when I go back to work in 10 years, I can actually buy the game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway, we have been going for
we're going for
about an hour.
About an hour. I was gonna say 2 hours. We haven't gone 2 hours.
Yeah, it's been a little over hour and a half, hour 5.
Yeah, so we shifted through I think around 3 topics in that hour.
3 or 4 or something
3 or
like
4.
that.
Yeah, it was
GameStop and then
it was a time.
Game systems and whatnot.
We went from Morgan being British to weather to GameStop.
There was something in there about Da Vinci.
Yeah, Leonardo da Vinci.
DiCaprio
Vinci.
Yeah, Leonardo
DiCaprio
Vinci. And he
The one that's never won an award.
Heard that, Laura?
good one.
The Wolf on Da Vinci Street.
Nice.
God.
That one's good. Yeah, I'm probably gonna end it here. I think that's pretty much it. Please follow Professionals on twitch.tv/nonprofessional. Every Friday is game night. It's not going usually every Friday is game night, and plus they're always streaming.
People show up.
Plus they're always streaming stuff there, just in general. So follow them out there, and we're constantly involved in that. In fact, quick story, really quick. We met Matt because of his association with non-professionals. Because originally, we were the Press Box Podcast. That was a whole other channel. That was 3 years ago.
That's a whole nother thing.
That's a whole nother thing. But I want to go into it because I want to drag out this episode. So we were calling out for members to be added, and then we had this guy called Tony in the group, and Matt knew Tony from you were called TC3, I think, at the time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, TC3.
No, back in the day.
Jesus.
Yeah, they were in TC3. And then Matt was like, hey, I think I know Tony from this podcast group I'm in. I have experience. Let's join. And that's when I made the biggest regret of my life and added him to the damn
Yeah, I know. We haven't been able to get rid of him either.
Yeah, he
I'm like that. I'm like that weird flea, that horsefly that circles your head all the time. Midwesterns know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it doesn't go away, and you try to squish it, but like now you're just sitting there smacking yourself in the head for 5 minutes.
Yeah, but actually,
That's the definition of why are you hitting yourself?
Yeah.
So what's hilarious is that Matt replaced shortly after Matt joined. Tony left. So Tony is like our Ray to Matt's Jeremy, if you will.
And no, you guys are in the same group as Tony is, because it all just kind of came.
We are very tempted to do a podcast like this again by replacing one of you guys with Tony, just because I think it would be awkward as hell, and I love it.
Matt.
Yeah, replace me. Yep.
I took your spot. Yeah, it's fine, Tony. We love you. He doesn't remember us. I'm 90% sure that he doesn't remember who we are.
Oh, fuck yeah. Just so you guys know, Avatar The Last Airbender, all seasons are going to be on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yeah.
It's been in Canada for about a year.
I own it on Blu-ray.
Yeah, no, I've been using a VPN to watch Canadian Netflix so I can watch it.
Canadian Netflix has good TV shows, but American Netflix has better movies.
Speaking of VPN, this podcast sponsored by
We are not sponsored.
We are not sponsored. That's not how
We are
this works.
not sponsored.
We're not sponsored by Nord or
No,
ExpressVPN. We do not have sponsors.
We are not.
Although
Sponsored by our own paychecks.
Although actually in the Facebook chat, I feel comfortable talking about this because this is way in left field. We got an email to our old email address back when we were Freezer Bright, and we got an email from this weird sports and fitness company for like protein powder or whatever.
Yeah.
They approached us with doing a sponsorship.
100%. That's a mass email that went out. 100%.
Oh yeah, I got it as well, and I'm like,
Oh, okay, cool.
they're like,
All
yeah,
right.
here's stuff on Instagram, bitch. I post my cats. What makes you think I'm good for protein powder?
No,
Yeah.
I mean, like, yeah, that's our thing. It's like,
You just have to Photoshop your cats to like buff. My cat's been
Let me
on
make my cats
generic
shredded for
protein
you.
powder for 3 weeks, and look what they are now.
which one of our podcasts would ever fit that in? Speaking of baseball, have protein powder. What?
No. Stupid.
What? No.
It's like,
Stupid. Move on. I'm done. I hate it.
that makes no
Because
sense.
baseball doesn't do protein
I hate
powder.
it.
They just do steroids.
Yeah, it's
no.
essentially steroids.
This episode of the ballpark brought to you by steroids. Steroids.
Just steroids. That's it.
Steroids.
Nothing else. Just not even a specific
They
steroid.
don't
just
drink their
all of
they don't drink their protein. They get it shot in their ass.
Yeah. That's true.
This part of the Bad Paying podcast is
That's
brought to
just
you by water.
steroids.
I love how we were ending
Spotter.
this, by the way, and this happened.
Yeah, this just kind of came up.
Yeah, it's brought to you by water. Water, you drink it.
Drink your fucking water.
Hydro homies.
So drink your.
Don't tell me what to do.
Because
I'll kill
is
you.
full of salt and it's bad for you.
Did Mog say hydrate your homies?
Yes.
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 Oh,
The Hydra homies.
Yeah.
That was my
Mog,
That was
hydrate
my-
your homie.
Ew.
Hydra homies was
Okay.
my green band name in high school.
All right,
Well,
we're done.
That's it.